Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Spankatron 5000 show with your host, Kelsey Todd.
Recovering alcoholic. We can try our microphones now. Testing.
Test.
Bananas.
Is the dream back?
Banana.
I'm here too.
I think we're working.
Bananas.
We'll see if we work. I'll turn the channels all the way up, and if it works, it works. If not, it's not.
Do the hopes and dreams.
There's a scene where Stampy, he's an alcoholic, but he is really hurt, so he takes liquor and
and injects it,
down his throat, so he doesn't taste it. And I'm like, but you're still gonna get drunk. It's kind of weird to me. Like we were sitting there, we were like,
And that's what this inhibits you, and then you go right down the pipes.
You know what I kind of want to do sometime is not even have an improv podcast. I just kind of want to sit here and just talk to you guys.
I would love to just sit here and talk to you guys all the time. I wouldn't mind.
I wish these didn't smell.
Mine does smell. Why does mine smell? Does mine not?
So for the audience, we're smelling.
Maybe it's because it's like those
Colors?
Smell yours.
Yeah.
They're different flavors.
That smells
Mine
weird.
does not smell.
Yours smells a little.
Let me smell yours, John.
It smells like foam though.
Yeah, yours is I think
Mine
colors.
doesn't. Yeah, it's
It's like a chemical smell.
It's a faint chemical pee.
John.
Yeah.
You're an architect.
Yeah.
When every night it seems like one of my nostrils closes and the other one works. I've never had both nostrils working at the same time. Is that common?
Yeah, it's the buttressing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the buttressing.
The flying. Yeah, you want more flying buttress and less walking buttress.
Cool. Okay. That sounds good.
I was thinking maybe the aqueduct was part of it, but
Oh, arches.
arches as well.
The Roman Empire.
Is that, so my head exactly goes right back to like Roman architecture. It's like all I know of architecture.
Yeah.
Aqueducts were big,
Yeah.
and then we forgot how to make them.
I thought that for the longest time that aqueducts and viaducts were the exact same thing. So when I first moved to Seattle, I'm like, oh, you're taking the aqueduct to work. And someone was like, yeah, bro.
I've called it the aqueduct as well. Aqueduct.
Caesar, we've just finished the new aqueduct.
You did?
Yes,
Oh, thanks, Wonkonk.
it's just as you ordered it.
Oh, man.
You can ride it all the way down to the Hellenistic tribes.
Oh, those Hellenistic tribes have been causing me problems. I want to invade them.
Now you can do it on a fun log down the aqueducts.
I love fun logs. I'm only 6. I'm a new emperor. But, every emperor's got to kill someone before they're 7.
All right, Caesar, wait your turn. Okay, Jimmy's gonna get on his log first, and then you can get on your log. Where's your life vest, Caesar? I don't care if you're the emperor of the whole world. You gotta wear a life vest. This is a dangerous way to invade.
Just have him ride one of the peasants. They can drown and he will live.
No. I may be 6, but I know one thing. Human life is valid. Human life means something.
It's a pretty honorable thing for a peasant to die for their Caesar. Ride a log down a river.
I'll die for you.
Wait.
Well, there you go. Just,
Down here, I'll climb up the ladder and die for you.
all right, Gronk, go and just strap her on.
Little girl, you're my age. Are you sure you want to die for me?
Anything for Caesar.
All right, well, Ronkon, can you grab my sacrificial knife, please?
Here you
Oh.
go.
I thought
I
I
don't
was
think
going to
you-
ride the log ride.
You
I
don't
was-
have to kill her.
I wanted to die with a
she might
purpose.
die naturally.
We're getting
It's
this
just
all wrong. I just really like to hold my sacrificial knife when I watch people go down the log flume.
Oh,
okay.
Sure.
Will you guys hop on? I'm going to give you a quick push.
Bye, guys.
Ah,
Hey, little girl, what's your name?
Soma.
Soma. Hey, my name's Caesar. I'm going to be emperor someday. I mean, I am now, but I really don't know how to guide people. I know love when I see it. And, I kind of love you, I think.
I don't. I just wanted to ride your log flume, Caesar. Are you saying you're not going to sacrifice me?
Is that something you really, really want?
I just wanted to be known for something. I wanted to be special.
How about you be known
I wanted to be more than a peasant.
Well, How about you be known as the mother of my children?
Can you wait a few more years?
I can wait 2 years.
I don't think it's gonna work like that, Caesar.
Look, my friend Brutus was telling me that he and his friends do stuff like that all the time, and they're a couple years younger than me.
Okay.
End of the line.
Oh man!
All right.
Look, let's just promise me. I'll make you a promise ring, okay?
Okay.
Just wait for me.
All right, I'll wait right here.
To the Hellenistic
I'll
tribes.
wait right here next to the logs.
Okay, I'll see you later. Soma.
bye.
I love you, Soma.
I love you too. That was a great ride.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
2 years later.
Hey, yo, is this Soma's house? This is me, Julius Ceasar.
Caesar, great Caesar, we're so honored to have you at our home. So Soma's in her room. Can I grab her for you?
Please grab her.
Oh, Caesar, thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Dear great Emperor Caesar, please tell me what is your request in relation to?
Well, you see, a couple years ago, Soma sacrificed herself for my log flume, and instead of killing her, I pledged myself to her in marriage. I made her a promise ring from the skin of another peasant.
She wasn't lying.
My God,
All those beatings. I feel terrible.
the things we've done to our daughter because we thought she besmirched your name.
You touched your daughter in vain and in pain?
Just in pain.
Yep. A little
Just
bit of
want to be
anger
very
too.
clear that it was only in pain.
Yep.
Can I... May I please speak with your daughter?
Yes, Caesar.
Soma, come here.
All right, Mom, I'm coming.
Soma, what's going on?
Oh my God, Caesar, you can.
We're 8 now. 8. You know what? My dad said, if you're 8, it's time to date.
And I think that sounds great, but I don't need another beatdown from my parents.
We're so sorry about
They're
that.
gonna kill me seeing you here.
It was a misunderstanding.
Soma, we thought you were lying. Well, there's no way that Caesar would go on a great ride on a log with a peasant girl. We thought you were just being a goofball.
And you just kept saying it. We had to beat it out of you. It was like you were possessed by the lying devil himself.
It was constant. Caesar, it was constant beatings for the past 2 years. 2 years.
And the fact that they've still been going on almost makes it like we're Constantine beatings. I'm sorry,
Jesus.
Caesar.
It's okay, I
I'm a
get that.
stand-up.
No, I
I'm
understand.
working some things out.
Dad, you're
You
embarrassing.
gotta do what you gotta do. Look, you telling me that your skin is tainted?
No, I'm not tainted.
Once again, just in pain.
Just in pain, not in vain.
No, not in vain.
Yeah.
Just in pain. Listen, I'm still valuable. I just haven't been able to escape this house for 2 years. And I thought you were coming back sooner, and you didn't. You did not come back.
I said I would be back in exactly 2 years, and it's been 2 years. I'm Caesar. I have a...
I stood by that log flume ride for 6 straight months, Caesar. 6 months, and you did not come back.
She's very loyal, Caesar.
6
And she
months.
comes with 6 goats. Honey,
Oh.
do you think we can do the dowry
6
for
goats.
6 goats? Yeah, 6 goats. Yeah.
Wow, 6 goats. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I need goats. I need a wife. And you guys haven't been very good parents. I have great parents.
Caesar, let me offer my wife then. You can have Soma, and as a dowry, you can have my wife. That way you have a wife.
I'm
in your
great.
dowry.
Deal.
I'm still worth nothing.
Well, pop out a couple kids and prove me wrong.
I'm only 9.
Things are different in ancient Rome.
I'm 30.
You can die any minute, Mom.
Probably.
1 minute later.
No! The flu got me.
We almost killed a kid right at the get-go.
We almost did, and I went to a weird sex spot with kids, and I apologize for that.
But it was kids with kids, so
That's true.
it's still pretty unacceptable.
I heard about this thing, tell me if I'm wrong, about this Romeo and Juliet law where if like you're 17 and your girlfriend's 16, it's still completely like legal, but once you turn 18 and she's 17, it's considered illegal to do it.
It depends on the state.
Okay.
I think it's
I
16.
don't understand why that's the Romeo and Juliet law, because
Romeo, Juliet was 13, he was 16. Wasn't Isn't that how the story goes?
They killed themselves.
And they
Yeah.
committed suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, yeah, they did.
Is that what the law is trying to
Prevent.
incentivize?
Oh,
It's in the
incentivize.
literature. Oh,
Could be.
They're trying to incentivize suicide?
Yeah, they're like, don't make it to 18 there.
Population control. Do you think this has anything to do with the
Romeo.
Illuminati?
The
Or the
Illuminati
UN?
sound just like a lighting company to anyone else?
Totally.
Like I always picture a lamp store like up at Northgate.
Like an adult lamp store?
What?
The Illuminati.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
there
that's,
it is.
pretty used pun.
Hey, I've got something here, and one of you guys can have it. It is a Fred Meyer. This is the part of the show where I give away a coupon, everybody.
Ooh.
It's a Fred Meyer
First caller.
Family and Friends reusable shopping pass from Sunday, November 29th through Thursday, December 3rd. And it is, you can use it as many times as you want. You get 10%, 15%, or 20% off different items in the store.
I don't know. I have no. That's a no from me.
Ma'am?
I don't know where there's a Fred Meyer.
Ma'am,
It's
you're-
just up the street.
You're looking for the Fred Meyer? You've been on this street corner just mumbling. Can I
It's just it's really frustrating. I just wanted to get to the Fred Meyer, and I just wanted to get some fresh oranges, and I wanted to get home in time to make it before my husband gets home. And I just, apparently I'm on the wrong corner. Apparently it wasn't advertised right on this map, or it's been taken away, or I don't know. Maybe you approached me. Maybe you know the answer. Where's the Fred Meyer? Is Fred Meyer a thing? Is it a grocery store? I heard it's a grocery store.
Fred Meyer is a real thing. You've got to take a bus down to get there.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
But if you're just getting oranges, I can walk
That
with
is
you to the
ridiculous.
superstore.
That is. But I have a coupon for the Fred Meyer.
Oh.
Keep it down out there. My cats are napping.
Oh my God.
She's trying to get to the Fred Meyer. Leave her alone.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're so close, sweetie.
I can walk. Could I walk?
You could walk. I couldn't walk, but you could walk. You could perhaps push me. If you want me to go with you.
I don't. You approached me. I don't even know if you want to go to the Fred Meyer. I don't understand.
I'll go with you.
Is this what you do? You just find lost people in the corner and ask them to push you around? I don't.
No, I saw you mumbling and turning
I didn't ask
about.
you.
I stay here frequently.
He's lonely and he's got wheels for legs.
I didn't ask for your.
Thanks, Doris. I can handle this myself. Anyways, I think you're a very lovely lady, and I would like to perhaps accompany you to Fred Meyer.
I don't know. Fine, let's go.
We cut to them outside of the wedding chapel 5 years later. You guys, y'all lost. There's a wedding chapel right up the corner there. I see you guys got your bride and groom costumes on.
I painted my wheels black to match my tuxedo.
I know it's leaving a trail, but that's fine. We'll just
We didn't have time to dry. I just wanted to make this official.
leaving a trail as long as it doesn't get on my dress.
You guys, you got a coupon
Honey, did you
for
bring
the chapel?
Yeah, of course I have it right here.
Okay.
It's good for 5 days. It's not like it's a rush, honey.
Oh,
It's good for 5
It
days.
is kind of a rush.
It's even reusable. You better play your cards right. I could reuse it on somebody else if I wanted to.
Is that right? If the coupon's reusable and the marriage is reusable, you can just transfer it?
No, the marriage is not reusable. That's a stupid
see.
question. Marriage is an eternal bond between two people: man, woman, woman, man, 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 woman, woman. What's the people called that change their sex and identify differently?
Can we go back to talking about there's a difference between a man-woman marriage and a woman-man marriage?
Do we have to file?
Do you want me to explain this to you as the gatekeeper here? Do you want me to explain this?
No, I'm just here as the matron of honor, just here supporting my friends. And I just wanted to make a point of clarification. It's not really relevant to the story of love that's happening. I apologize for interjecting. I rescind my question.
No.
Thank you, Doris. Thank you, Doris.
It's important these things get discussed. I mean, humanity is all about philosophy, right? You guys have a couple minutes before the show.
Wait, I thought we have 5 days for the coupon. How long before the show? Again, I'm sorry. Nothing to do with your story of love. I apologize for distracting.
I have a
Shush,
question.
Doris. Just shush.
I have a question about the coupon. It says buy one, get one free on the pictures. If I bought one expensive picture, could I get a bunch of really cheap pictures?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's here in the small writing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
That's
Look,
perfect. do you do nude?
No, I don't. I'm also the person who processes the wedding. What's the person called who stands up there and tells you that you're man and wife?
Minister?
Yes. I am also that.
I have to use the bathroom. I just wanted to get to the Fred Meyer.
You got married. So, France. Oh, hey, so what?
Moving on. Right away.
Wait, so do you want to share, Jess, what happened to your back? Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, my initial injury?
Yeah. The initial inj.
If you would like to know.
The initial inj.
It's an interesting story, I guess. Well, it was in Florida.
Is it a Florida?
I got into... No, it's not that exciting. I got into a car accident. And then shortly after that, I got electrocuted. And so, according to what I've been told and through MRIs and therapies and whatnot, I originally had some damage, likely whiplash of some sort from the car accident. And then when I got electrocuted, which was on my left side, it exacerbated the original injury, thus creating this spasm that just kind of happens every once in a while.
Wow.
And it's been ongoing. That was in 2009. I got electrocuted in the house that I purchased. It was my grandfather's house, so it had a bunch of old stuff. And I was pulling out an old electric extension cord. And, I was just pulling it out from like underneath the counter. I wasn't really paying attention. And I did the very stupid mistake of plugging it in and pulling it to plug it into what was going to be a can crusher to see if it worked. And in doing so, it was frayed or whatever you would say. And so it just went that. And it went out my ear.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I felt that.
Wow.
Did it feel weird?
And then by the next day...
That's the stupidest question
It did. It wasn't like, I mean, it was definitely like I held on to it for a second and then I was like, ow. Like in the moment I didn't realize that I had to let it go and
But you were able to
let
go, like your hand wasn't spasming enough?
Yeah, I was able to let go. But the next day I went to work and I was like, man, I slept wrong. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh geez, I slept wrong. And then by the end of the day, my whole back, what do you call, shoulder blade, I guess this is? I look like Quasimodo. So I was like completely, it had spasmed out to where like my whole blade was hanging out.
Oh my God.
So it's pretty nasty. Yeah.
Yikes.
And then it goes away.
gnarly.
And so I've had, it took like a year of going to the doctor regularly.
Just a bit like checkups, like for physical therapy, or just to get
Physical therapy, and then it would just flare up, and having to go back and get it like under wraps, and now it just flares up, and it feels like somebody's taking the muscles out of my back and just stretching them. That's kind of what it feels like, just like trying to wrap them around my shoulders or something, and then it gets all this real tight.
So what the electric can opener or can closer? Crusher. Can crusher.
Can crusher.
Yeah.
You got that can closer?
Is it just like a smashy robot?
Yeah, I don't know why. My grandfather had it. He had a bunch of weird stuff. But you'd stick the can in it and just hit a button and it'd go and crush it. And then you could put it in the recycle bin. That was it.
Awesome.
That was all it was.
That reminds me, my Aunt Bev, who lives on like Lake Michigan in this cottage that she built with her husband like 50 years ago, and it was like $20,000 to build, but it's worth like millions now. She's just like
That's
super
awesome.
old and elegant, looks like Audrey Hepburn, like just classic beauty.
Wait, was that the house or?
You're talking about the house.
The house is shaped like Audrey Hepburn. It's like a face house,
tribute
just
to-
facing out into the water, and it's
beautiful.
Like, and then like at midnight every night, it's like on Golden Pond. Was she in that, or was that Katharine Hepburn? But anyway, she had a trash compactor back in the day, and I would always
wow.
like put trash in there and compact it because it was so cool to hear it crush. It's like a little mini dump truck in your cupboard.
That's what my stepmom's parents had, an ice maker, but like the kind that was just a standalone ice maker. And I used to get so excited about that. I'd like open it to see if there was ice in it. And
My ancestors
why it
used
was
to
so
have a wooden thing in their cellar. They put a big cube of ice in to keep their ice cold.
Box?
An ice box. And I'm sure before that, my other ancestors probably just drank warm fluids.
thank you.
You're welcome. I think my future ancestors will have the ability to just like look at something and be like, cold, and have it like turn cold. And my future ancestors, I don't even think are going to need to rely on water, because I think that they'll just have like just one pill they swallow a day that like hydrates and food rates them the whole day.
Peter, we want to let somebody else share now. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
Thank you. John, do you have anything?
No, I was just so enthralled by Peter's story that
Oh, come on. Don't pump him up.
it was a great story.
Don't pump him up.
Can I ask Peter a question?
Oh, my God. Yes, please.
Peter, you had mentioned that your ancestors had never tasted anything cold because they couldn't cool anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's somewhat of a scientific breakthrough, wouldn't you say?
How so, Ernest?
Because prehistoric man could not chill anything. He could only heat things up. So prehistoric man never knew what it was like to have a margarita with lime.
Could I ask something really quick, Jennifer? Could you mind if I ask something?
Please go ahead. Quickly.
I forgot your name already.
Ernest.
Ernest, could you stop doing your robot voice when you talk to me? It's really disconcerting. I want you to speak in your natural voice to me.
Sorry.
Okay, just ask. Okay, I'll answer your question now.
I'm sorry, that wasn't a question.
Yeah, that was a command, and it
God!
makes me really uncomfortable.
He did start with "could you?"
Could I?
Oh, true.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I
Thank
guess
you, John. Thank you.
I can. I'm sorry about the robot voice.
Look, we're all here because we all exhibit special powers. Okay, my special power happens to be to see into my ancestors' past. Okay, and all I know is my ancestors could not drink chilled liquids. Okay, they drank spring water from a brook. They drank milk from a cow. They drank the crema from an egg.
A chocolate egg?
Yeah, and they drank sap. And that was it. I know these things, okay? And I'm not going to make any apologies.
And how is that going to help us fight crime?
Look, your superpower happens to be finding ways to fight crime. Okay? That's why you're here. I
Yeah.
can't help you with that. That's why you're in Discovery.
I mean, it really doesn't leave a lot for the rest of us to do, given that your power handles what we're gathered to.
Well, you see, I'm able to come up with the theory. Like, for example, you run really fast, and I'm able to say, to fight crime, you can chase the criminals down.
Yeah, but he's like 400 pounds. I didn't mean to throw that out there, but you
But
are
he's
really big.
still really fast. I mean,
Wow.
that's intimidating to have a 400-pound
Thanks for noticing.
beast of a man.
Hey, man.
John, we all noticed.
Oh, good.
it's
Because I
obvious.
don't. Every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror, it's not the first thing that I see. 400 pounds staring back at me, 9 chins, 2 eyes, 1 nose.
John, you're the only one that brought cookies to this meeting.
And you're
Well-
the only one that's eaten them.
Guys, I'm just afraid that if I get any lighter, I would just get faster. And it is already scary how fast I run.
It's a true statement.
It's a true statement. Thanks for sharing.
I think it's my weight is the only thing stopping me. My weight is my own anti-lock brake system.
It's kind of like gravity.
Do you know how many criminals I've already killed from not stopping fast enough? 7, Ernest. 7. That's not stopping crime, that's wiping it out.
Exactly.
Just wiping crime out. That's madness. That's madness, Ernest.
It's what you were put on this earth for.
I want to put on this planet for madness.
John's having a heart attack.
Oh, God.
Oh my God,
Give
John.
him a cookie. Give him a cookie.
John,
John, take this cookie. Take this cookie.
that's the worst possible idea, you guys.
It's calming him down. Look at him. He's so peaceful.
Okay,
I think the only way that we can use your superpower to fight crime is if we look at the ancestral. Oh God, John.
I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
It worked.
Oh my
Nice.
God. For the audience out there, John just literally shoved a cookie into his mouth and crumbs went everywhere and all over his face. That was beautiful.
It was gorgeous. The way he eats that cookie just touches me.
Do you guys have Thanksgiving plans? Do you have any like Thanksgiving Day traditions or anything? Do you guys believe in Thanksgiving? Are you American?
I believe in it, and I do it. Yeah.
You give
It
Thanksgiving.
was right what we did to the American Indians. But what I'm thinking that this year I'm going to do is go over to Kelsey's house.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I have an open invitation I mean, if any of you guys don't have families or don't like your families or you're angry, like, you're welcome to come over having a big feast.
Wow, I'm really glad I asked this question because otherwise I would not have gotten an open invite.
Well, I assume that most people have friends and family, but like,
But
kidding.
you told
I'm
me
kidding.
specifically.
Well,
I knew because your mom lived in Vegas, and I didn't know if you had anyone around.
Yeah.
But like, literally everyone here is welcome to come over.
Yeah.
thank you. So what are your traditions? Do you have a tradition?
I've always wanted to have a Stevens family turkey trot, where we do like a little like 5K kind of
Yeah.
thing. And every year I get really excited about it, and I don't tell anyone. So it's never happened.
Do you want to do like an official one or?
No, just like our family, like we go for a run together. Kind of thing.
Oh,
Fun.
fun.
Would it be like a
I
walk
think
run,
it's a
or
good
would you all
idea.
have to go 5 kilometers?
Hey, we don't run it. I think my mom would probably walk it. Yeah.
Is her name Angela?
It is not.
Okay. Cool.
But I saw this thing on the internet today, and my mind was blown. As far as like a new Thanksgiving tradition. But it's you make your stuffing into waffles. You make waffle stuffing with gravy syrup. So basically, you've got all of these gravy traps built into your stuffing. The saturation level. I
What
would
if-
be 400
I need to
pounds.
get a waffle maker right now.
You should put that underneath your then entire plate of Thanksgiving.
like a catching-
So it's just like the base of a now Thanksgiving like pie.
Yeah.
There's times in my life and in my daily life.
You like?
Those are two separate things.
You know, really quick. A really big
So we're focusing on the daily life, or are we now working at the minute life?
Have we
Daily life.
expanded?
Okay.
something that really stuck with me because I was raised, my
I feel like
brother
if
and I,
it's stuck with you, it's more of like all your life.
all my life.
Okay.
Has it followed you?
It has followed me.
Let's make this quick.
My mom loved Anne of Green Gables, right? And I was raised by my mom. My brother and I were raised by my mom, so there wasn't like a super big male influence. So all of our influence came from like our mom, who was trying to be a dad. Obviously, I tried to do her best job. But whenever I was like sick, she would
great.
just like let me like. She'd make the bed all nice, let me lay in it, and she'd put on Anne of Green Gables. So like growing up, like I watched it like 12 times, and I just ate chicken noodle soup and drank Vernors and ate saltines, and I passed out. But anyway, one of the things I remember from that movie is like always like think before you speak, and I never took that to heart because in that moment a second ago, which I forgot already what I said, I didn't think before I spoke, and therefore what I said sounded stupid. So that's my lesson of the week to you guys. What were we talking about?
Thanksgiving traditions.
You should have thought before you told that story.
Wait, what
Oh,
stupid
I
thing did
remember
you
now.
say that got you off on that
I
story?
remember now. There's some days where I just want to say fuck it. I just want to let myself go, eat food, be jolly,
Yeah.
sit under a Bodhiana tree, and just like
Just get real Santa Claus
Let's
on
go
it.
smoke some
What the
cigarettes,
hell's
guys.
a boniana tree?
it's the tree that it's the type of tree in like Thailand or somewhere that Buddha like gained enlightenment under by meditating.
Okay.
So I just want to like, but no, literally like, I just don't want to give a fuck anymore. Like I just want to eat whatever the hell I want that tastes good and get fat and die someday. But it's not responsible, I guess, for your body. Like I want to be able to like have kids and play with my kids and be active, but I also want to be really, really fat. I want to be fat so bad, you guys.
I'd rather eat and not be fat.
Mr.
Having been fat.
Mr. Cooper,
That's me.
your labs came back. Looks great. Your cholesterol panel is excellent. Looks like your fasting blood sugar is well below the standard 100 to 130 range that we look for. And your BMI, it comes right in at 23, so you're right smack in the middle of a normal body mass index. Your weight to height ratio, clean bill of health. You're great. Everything's checking out. So
Why is the nurse laughing at me?
well,
You laughing at me, Missy?
under your your chief complaint, or which is what we call in doctor terms, but the reason you're here today is hope to get obese.
That's right. I want to gain as much weight as possible.
Jim, may I call you Jim?
You may call me Jim.
Jim, as a doctor, I really can't advise trying to get obese. It's not a real healthy thing to do. Your risk of dyslipidemias and
That's
diabetes.
what I want dyslipidemia. Do you know why?
I don't
Let
know.
me tell you a story.
Please, sir.
When I was but a wee lad, I lived on a pirate ship in my bedroom that my father built for me. He was a wonderful architect from Belgium. One day, he said, "Boy, I want you to get dyslipidemia." And I took it to heart. And I worked my whole life to gain weight, but I've been working so hard and lifting so many planks and pulling so many jig-wibbies on the boat.
In your childhood bedroom.
Yes. I've never left, and I've been trying to gain weight, but I keep burning it off, and I want dyslipidemia real bad.
Nurse Betty, grab me the waffle iron. We're making an obese man today.
Really?
We're cutting to a montage of a man getting fat. He's gonna eat some waffles today. Doing food. We see on a treadmill, and he's just sitting with the hot dog. Next step, he's on a stair climber, but he's taking a nap on a stair climber.
Next to a pizza. He's eating the pizza.
He choked a little bit on the pizza there. I don't know if you got that cough, if that's what happened.
Washed it down with a big gulp.
Of Mesopotamian pizza pie and a shake that was blended real good. 6 months later, he's 900 pounds and he's walking around on a wagon. And by walking, I mean riding, because he can't, because he's so fat.
Oh, guys, thank you for getting me fat. Now I can see my daddy in the afterlife. I really appreciate it, but it's only one problem.
You can't die.
That's right. I'm a Highlander. And you're all my enemies. Shink! Pulls out sword.
I'm at work. I didn't bring my sword. Nurse Betty, no.
None of you brought your swords?
I'm just a songwriter.
He's the clinic songwriter.
Yeah, I was just here for a montage.
Okay, well, next time.
Next time.
Okay.
See you back in 4 weeks.
All right.
Remember to put your copay with the receptionist.
Bring your swords.
Right.
I'm a Highlander.
Right, I'll put it in your note. Wow, Nurse Betty, he was weird.
I tell ya. Something about him, though. I mean, he's cute underneath all of that. Someone who's that committed with that much desire.
I felt really inspired in his presence. That's why I could just write so much. Those lyrics, they just came out.
I just didn't have the heart to tell him that he doesn't have dyslipidemia.
Oh,
You lied to him?
Well, no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, right.
I mean, his cholesterol panel looks great. I mean, he is fat as shit, but his cholesterol is phenomenal.
clean bill of health.
Yeah, I don't, Nurse Betty.
He's
I
a
mean,
Highlander.
He's
Maybe
not-
that's some...
give him a call. Go for it.
You think?
You're feeling him like that?
Get in that, girl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Will HIPAA allow me to just call a patient?
Oh, he's not quite a hippo. He's
No, not a HIPAA. Oh, I'll call him. It sounds great. I'll give him a call.
But don't you think she's in a position of power over him, so she can't date her patients like that? Isn't that how it goes?
well, one can hope. I mean, she's a Highlander. She should be.
It's ringing.
Oh shoot.
Hello? Hello, this is Tabitha. Tabitha Pirate. How can I help you?
Sorry. I think I have the wrong number.
No, wait, are you looking for my late husband?
What's going on?
He says,
Hello?
it's Tabitha and
You looking-
got a late husband?
You looking for my late husband, Paul?
Is he dead? Is it?
I think
Jim.
No, I'm sorry. We definitely have the wrong number. Or do you have a son named Jim?
I have a second husband named Jim who also died. I'm polygamous.
No, definitely the wrong number. Okay, sorry to bother you. Sorry. Bye.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have to update his chart. Today is my baby brother's 22nd birthday.
Happy Happy birthday, baby brother. Happy birthday, baby brother. Happy birthday, baby brother.
He may or may not hear this. I told him about the podcast that I was doing this tonight.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, cool. How do I check it out?" And I was like, "Well, the internet."
Yeah. If he doesn't have it, I have a good suggestion for a birthday gift.
Oh, we should get him the internet.
The internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Google selling it.
Google
Selling the internet?
Yeah, fair price.
to China.
Oh, that's good.
They're selling it to
that
China.
makes me safe.
Everyone's selling
my.
it to China. Yeah.
Makes me feel safe.
Wow.
Do you trust the internet?
Not completely, but with most of my secrets.
I don't, and I'll tell you why.
Please.
So I don't know if you guys know Belinda Fu, but she posted on my wall today that the original Taco Bell, the first store, they're going to have to move it, I guess, because they were going to demolish a lot or something. But rather than taking down the old store, they're actually going to move the store. I didn't read the article; I just read the headline and saw the picture. And she's like, "Oh, I feel like you should go make a pilgrimage here." So we actually made a pilgrimage to the original Taco Bell. My besties in high school, during college, we went on a road trip down to Los Angeles, where the original, I think it was LA, where the original Taco Bell was. And so we went to the address that we found on the internet, and there was a different, like, Mexican fast food restaurant that was there. And we just assumed that at some point they sold that original location and let some other place take over the franchise. But it was not. So I still have not been to the original Taco Bell, and now I have something to look for.
And now it's on the run.
Yeah. It's on the lam.
45 miles away, right? They're moving it.
Oh, I have no idea.
Seems unreasonable.
They're moving it 45 miles. I read the article. It's weird. I read the article today. They're moving it like 45 miles away, and they have like a webcam like
Did
recording
you
it.
get the article from John's Facebook?
Did you share it, John?
Did you share it?
Belinda Fu put it on my
Fufu did.
Fufu.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You were tagged in it.
Do you think
Is
it's
that how Facebook works?
weird that so many people rely on Facebook as like their source of news and information,
Totally.
but that my Facebook is probably very different than like people who vote for Donald Trump's Facebook. So their news feed is going to be very different
Totally different.
than mine.
We all live in like we want to hear like what we agree
Already
with.
believe.
Right. So
yeah,
it
we're
just
like a
fuels
microcosm.
This like separation.
Totally. It's like
of
that
church
tribal
and
mentality.
state.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I try to get a mix of news. Like I'll go to MSN, but I also go to like Drudge Report and like see what both like to try to get a good mix. And a lot of times, if you're listening to an article or reading an article, you can tell kind of what the reporter's slant is, and you gotta kind of like delineate the truth out of the whole article. I kind of miss that completely objective journalism. I don't know if that ever existed actually, because I really didn't start paying attention to news till like the late 90s.
I get a lot of my news from Stratfor, which is a geopolitical newsletter, and they don't
like
have
rocks
like
and stuff.
Huh?
Like rocks and things.
Yeah, the news on rock formations.
You get a lot of stuff about fjords.
No,
Those are valleys formed by icebergs from the past.
because of global warming, we don't have many new fjords.
Is fjord the actual term, or is that just something they say in Iceland? Like, does
The
Iceland
actual-
have fjords?
That's a real term.
So there could be fjords in Washington State.
I believe Puget Sound is a fjord.
That's the name of the podcast this episode. Right there.
Puget Sound is a fjord.
I feel pretty confident about that.
Fjord's a really fun word to say.
What's your favorite word to say? Do you have one?
I do. Annihilation. Not because of the connotation, but because of the beauty when it rolls off your tongue.
Annihilation. Mine is onomatopoeia.
That's a good one.
Mine is put.
Put?
Put.
Like put, P-O-O-T?
P-U-T. Put.
Is P-O-O-T an actual word? Poot?
Poot?
You got any poutine? What's yours, John?
I don't have one, but in 8th grade, we're watching Ken Burns' Civil War
I love Ken
on PBS.
Burns.
So good. And then it got to the point about the assassination of Lincoln, and I was like, it's spelled assassination.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
good one.
Yeah, it's not my favorite word though, but 8th grade John thought that was really funny.
That was really funny. I was in like 6th grade. We'd like be sitting in class and we had to read like out loud chapters from a book or like paragraphs. Be like, okay, Kelsey, you read the next 2 paragraphs. And one of the words in there was pussy willow. And when I came up to it, I was like, I paused. I'm like, and then she saw the pussy willow. And like everyone started cracking
Did
up.
you read it in an accent?
No.
And then she saw the pussy willow. No.
But the substitute teacher started cracking up. So like that gave license to everyone else to start cracking up. She was like, pussy willow. And then I just kept reading. It was the greatest moment ever of my life at that point.
I mean, if you're gonna peak, Pussy Willow is a good time to peak.
Maybe that's the name of the podcast because that's fantastic right
Pussy
there.
Willow's a good time to peak.
Yeah, exactly.
Jess, you're full of ringers tonight, man.
So I don't know why.
Hey, Soma's Amos backwards. Tori Amos.
Like the cookies.
Amos and Amy.
Amos. Cookies.
So I called Famous Amos doesn't exist here, right?
It does. Yeah.
Oh, does
That's
it?
how I know about it.
Had in high school.
So do people here call it Flamin' Anus?
No.
Nope.
No, but I do call star
You should.
anise. I call it star anise. What's the right way to say it?
Anus.
Stranus?
No, like the spice you put in cookies and shit in Moroccan food. Isn't it like star anise? Star anise? Star anise. It's called star anise. It's like cinnamon but weirder flavor, but I call it star anise to say anise harder.
Because anise that's Ernest is like
It's harder.
another title. Look at this, bam. Isn't this like anise? Is that like a black licorice?
Yeah, ANIS.
But there's a star anise.
Yeah. And I also say cumin. So whenever Vanessa's cooking, I'm like, you put any cumin or star anise in that? I'm like 6. I'm like a 6-year-old. It's ridiculous.
That's pretty good for 6.
You're in a dance.
Get those.
6-year-old.
I mean, the reason they call them innuendos are so 6-year-olds don't get it.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
My wife and I have been talking, and your mom,
I know.
Shelly and I, we've been thinking about, hammering the pedestal a little bit more, and maybe popping out a penguin to keep you company.
I think it'd be great to have a family zoo.
No, you're not. Maybe you could do better, Peggy. I don't.
We're
You have
thinking
2
about.
names.
That's fine.
Oh, Dad, you let it slip. You've got a girlfriend.
No, I just.
No.
No, I like to call her
There's just
different
other.
names.
Sometimes
Yeah.
there's other names that are used in our relationship, but it's fine. But you understand, he just wants to put a little more bread in my basket, right? Like.
Would that be great? Because I hear a lot of families are struggling around the holidays to keep food on the table.
Yeah.
You're so. That's true. That going to that church group every week's really been turning our son into a good man.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, I feel like there's something weighing on your mind. Just come out with it.
Can you refer to her as my wife?
I would appreciate it if you.
Dad, my wife. Just be honest with me. Shoot me straight, guys.
All right, look.
I'm old enough.
When we die and go to heaven, we want to have you, someone else, another person there with us as our holy family. And for that to happen, we need to, put a little chalk on the chalkboard. And
We should probably start planning. Why don't we just use a pen and paper instead? I feel like we could write a lot more, and then we could take it to places like if we needed to go talk to a doctor or the bank.
Can you hold on a second, baby? Look, babe. I don't think he's getting it.
I feel like we're not being clear.
Do you want to give it a try? Maybe.
Listen, honey. You know how I really, really like pickles? Pickles are my favorite.
We all like pickles except for Dad.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping tonight after
Wait.
dinner,
Sorry, go ahead.
Dad might, serve me a pickle.
Can I have a pickle too, Dad?
No.
No.
If my wife is gonna have a pickle, I want a pickle.
No, son. No.
You guys are so just upset. Why don't you just go to your room and fuck or something?
Perfect.
I was not good with those innuendos at all. I was trying not to have a food-related innuendo.
Hard.
And there's a lot of innuendos that are food-related.
Do you guys want to
Roll a Yahtzee?
roll a Yahtzee or do some freestyle rapping? Yeah,
Is it that time already?
It is. I gotta plug in a microphone. Hold up.
It's freestyle rap time already?
It is.
I said a hip hop. Hip hop.
Hip hop.
It's only been 53 minutes
Has it? Since we started recording?
since this started recording.
We can rap for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Testing.
How
Put your
long
breasts
are
on my
these?
festing. Testing with your breasts.
How long are these episodes?
They're like an hour. Sometimes like an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
Awesome. Give me a second here.
Let's while Kelsey's getting this set up, let's have a round of sexual innuendo. Dropping a beat. Turning off the lights.
How about you?
Are you
paint with watercolors.
Keep going, John. Keep going.
Just
putting a cushion on the couch?
How about we do? Someone says something like the,
flipping the deadbolt.
and then you have to come up with that is what that means as a sex move.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
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 Cycling the power.
That is when you twirl your penis.
What?
I have nothing better ever than that ever.
It's fantastic.
All right, let's just make Aaron make up. How about get into the chopper?
Getting to the chopper is where you have your woman start twerking while you run across the room towards her.
Are you wearing what are those German pants called?
Lederhosen?
Lederhosen.
Is that a innuendo?
No.
No, I am not.
The "Are you wearing lederhosen" is where you fondle in the dark in a room of leg-shaped objects
A room of leg-shaped objects.
until you finally find your partner. That's the "Are you wearing lederhosen?"
You wearing lederhosen?
So that's the
Hell
best I
yeah,
can do.
girl.
Wait a minute, before I start looking.
That's awesome. All right.
Plaster in the. Go ahead. Pop in the pop.
I feel like you keep any like one syllable early. Like,
All right. The parking ticket. What's the parking ticket?
Oh, that one's easy. Go ahead, Aaron.
You got it.
No, you know it.
The parking ticket?
Yeah, park in the parking ticket.
That's where you stay in for too long, and
Like in the vagina with your dick?
sure, yeah, it could be anus too. That's why I didn't specify.
With the girl.
It's whenever the penetrating object stays in the orifice for too long. When it comes out, she makes a dinging sound, and that's the parking ticket.
Or he, right?
Or he, yeah. That's, I mean,
Totally.
it's just
Like, wait. When would that ever happen? Like, where it would be left in for too long? Like, you fall asleep and wake up in the morning.
That's what I was
there's that Third Eye Blind song where he fell asleep inside you. How do I get back to that place?
And there's a
Dude loved parking tickets.
How do I-
and
yeah.
there's
That's called the parking ticket.
there's the Dave Matthews one that crash into you or crush into you or whatever, where he's talking about falling asleep inside of her vagina.
Wait.
Crash into you.
Crush into you.
Crush into you, baby. I want to crush into me.
We crush into each other.
Lift up your skirt a little more. Smash your world on me.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, big Showtime entrance.
Horrible.
Oh, I can't dance.
Oh, wow. Can you do like a...
I can go like this way, I just can't go that way.
Hold on.
No shoulder. Oh, that looks like a nice station.
Ooh, this is like a fancy... Oh. No? That's like if Peter
This
Pan
is
was
too
going to
much
rap
bass.
at you.
Too much bass. Too much.
Yeah. Who's this?
This is called rap beats.
I feel like there's a dude with the lute in the background.
It's various artists. So
My name is Peter Paul, and I've got a lute. I'm gonna hit you, drop until you shake your boot. If I shake your boot, I mean wiggle your bum, and then we're gonna have a little bit of old school fun. Let me hand off to the mic to my pal. His name is Angry Harry Hal. He's a man from South. He got an angry mouth. Gonna bring it to you twice. Gonna bring it to the South.
Yo, my name's Angry Hal. I don't have any friends because I just killed my pal. I cut off his face with my razor. And now he doesn't have a life. And then I went home and I introduced myself to his wife. Her name was Patricia, but she's got an issue because she doesn't have a vagina because I cut it off too, and now I'm eating it.
Not my Patricia. It is Patricia here. I don't live with no fear, even without my vagina. I don't give a whina. Because my husband's gone. He got stabbed in the face and the throat, even in the back, by my new husband.
He's black.
He's a Jew. You don't see that often. It's called unique. He's got great obliques.
Yeah.
And he can sneak all up in my butthole because I got a vagina. But that's fina. Still getting mina. In the hyena.
Here comes Aaron.
It's Patricia's husband wanting to set the record straight. Although he did cut my face, I was not terminated. But it was quite spacious in that caboose of Patricia's. You didn't have to sneak in. That's what I wanted to bring into this conversation.
Good news, everyone, for Angry Hal. It sounds like he actually had two pals. So Peter, Paul, that's me. I'm still alive. But the husband, he's the one that died when the face got sliced. Before the thing, he got whacked, attacked from the backside. That's how Angry Hal does it. He comes from the back, and you know that he loves it. So when he's slicing or putting in the pooper, he's one big old backside trooper.
Yo, I changed my ways. I love every single person, including the gays. I just went to church and I learned to love. I even have this fancy forgiveness glove. It was $43 at the neighborhood store. I actually bought it from a reformed whore. She said, hey, I love you and I also love God. And then she said, hey, what do you think of my bod? And then we had sex and threw all the stuff away that I just said about being really moral. Now she has a vagina that's filled with my sperm. That's gonna have a baby and it's gonna be a worm.
Parking ticket. Got a parking ticket. Parking ticket. You got a parking ticket.
Parking ticket.
You got a parking ticket.
Just slip it in.
Pocket. But don't stay after 8. Because then you'll get a and a baby. And a baby. Because he didn't pull out your man gravy. He left it in and now she's pregnant. Give her a check in the mail to cover that.
Yo, the song
Keeps going forever.
it just won't end.
Oh.
Whoa!
Okay, one second, one more. Let's do that again. No, kind of dig it.
This is a little funky. This is by various artists again?
Yep.
I love these guys.
Good, yeah.
I want this album. Take off it all.
Yo, I work in the cafeteria, feeding kids all day, getting diarrhea. Cause I don't cook my food to right temperatures. I like to cook it till it's a little bit under, 160 degrees. That's what you gotta cook it to kill all the fleas that are crawling in the chicken and all up in the ham, all up in my pussy and all up in your spam. Yeah.
Why is it all you rap about is chicks? When you gonna rap about your tiny dick?
Oh, we got a tiny dick.
Can we take a moment to talk about all the clits?
Oh.
Up in this shit.
Oh.
Clits and dicks, they rhyme really well. Clits and dicks, I'm going straight to hell because Jesus doesn't like it when I talk about this. I should be talking about love and friendship, but no, I talk about sexual parts, about boobs and faces and sexual farts. That's all I really...
Queef.
Queef. Yo, the leader of the land is called Queef. He's got a whole bunch of wives.
And no beef.
Yeah.
He was raised in the streets. He was a man when he saw his first queen. They call him Chief Queef. That's on fleek.
He was able to see the queef because it was really cold and it turned into icicles. And he was like, oh my god, it's a solid queef. It's right here on the street. It's a solid queef. Yo, that's the name of me now. I'm gonna be a king of this cool town. King Queef, and I'm gonna solve crimes, make everyone happy, and make everyone rhyme.
Hey, Queen Queef, I've got a big problem. I heard you're the one that's gonna come solve them. My parents got sliced off the faces. Now I can't find them cause I'm all alone in places. So please, King Queef, come and save the day. Find me brand new parents for tomorrow way.
Okay. King Queef, he's gotta obey because King Queef listens to all of his people, especially when he's up in the church steeple, sewing his clothes with his little tiny needle. And his little tiny servant called Squeedle. Squeedle and King Queef, they rule in the land. They kill everyone who's in a boy band cause they can't queef. Only girls can, especially in the winter, right out of their can.
Hey, King Queef, I got a problem too. I need you to help me get a new hairdo. Do you do scissors? Can you help me maybe look like something like a lizard?
Yo, Benelda, you so good at the rap. I really like to watch you when you take a crap. I got cameras in the outhouse behind your house. You go in there and you molest the neighborhood mouse. It's so weird. Alright, one more and then we'll go. Wait.
What app is this?
Spotify. I'm gonna try something different and just see.
How'd you get something done? I just turned my brain right off.
And my beat right on.
This is like in college. This is like our go-to video. We do a lot of like duo runs, like a lot of music runs. Yeah. The rowboats are coming and they can't be stopped. They don't got no mast. They never ever drop. Just two paddles, one each to a side. You gotta swing, that's the water stride. Can't stop a rowboat with a gun or a fire. They're gonna come at you, build a rowboat pyre. Then they'll burn you down, put you in the earth. Rowboats, mirth. That's the end of the rowboat part of the song. Next topic.
Here's a human. I like to row those bots, but not my thoughts. But something is coming up.
Here comes the rowboat. Yo, I like it when people sit in me. I like it when they like to talk and say the number 3. It's my favorite number in the alphabet. Yeah, number 3. That shit's legit. I like when people sit in me, cause I'm a hard wooden boat. Their butts are so warm and I like it on my body. I like the water on the underside. I can see little fishes when they run and hide, cause I got a big boat dick in the water. Someone could call it maybe a rudder, but I know as a boat I got a boat dick, and I like it when it gets stuck in the seaweed. What? Yo, girl, I think it's your turn.
Oh, look at me, I'm a big rain cloud coming at you, all kinds of loud with my lightning strikes and my tattoos. Gonna hit your face in your little boat too. Gonna make some waves come crashing like little weenies. You'll be dashing away from here with a lot of fear, cause you know it ain't gonna be clear when I come to your rowboat. I'm gonna knock it out and slice its little rowboat throat, so the little fishies can see it. And I mean it. I don't want your shit on my shores. I don't like you or your oars. So get out of here, you little dinghy.
Yo, Mother Earth, you a bitch. Why you always fucking with me and my favorite wish? All I wanna do is swim around and fuck all the reefs with my big boat dick and the frozen queefs. Look, this shit's for real. I just fucked a seal.
Now listen up, it's me, Poseidon. You've gone way too fucking far, son. Mother Earth, yo, that's my bitch, and you've gotten to me now. Gotta scratch that itch. Gonna rip off your planks. Gonna sink your shit right into a new song.
And your tiny boat dick.
That's right. I stick rudders like yours in my ears to clean the wax from them. And then I take my little fishes and we ride to your house. And we burn it to the ground.
To your little...
No, Mother Nature, let's make some babies.
Hi-yo! Get out of here, you little boat. I don't care if you like to emote. You need to go back to your little tiny boathouse, cause all you got is a little tiny boathouse mouse. And you can hang out with that little thing and keep it there and keep it safe. But don't come around here with me and my husband. We about to put a bun in the oven. You don't wanna see it. Your little eyes can't handle it.
Cause our bread's really good in the water. Sorry, you probably didn't have a real father that would make you breakfast by making bread, put it in your mouth. That's a hole in your head where you put the food in and it fills up your tummy. Do you want some more bread? Cause it's kinda yummy.
Hey, I'm just a little girl sitting on the shore. I've been listening to all of this and I just found this ore. It's carved really good from a Native American. Those are cool people too, you know? I might be a white supremacist, but I don't even know what that means because my parents called me that. But I like all races and all creeds. Look, you guys want my family deed to my house? You guys look like a nice couple. You know, you're Poseidon and your Mother Nature. You guys have sex and you have cool kids, and I've got these things called hats. They're called lids. They've got the tags on them still. I got them from some gangsters that I killed last week. Let's all be friends. I'm just a little girl here on the shore with my rear end. Say I'm 18. I'm an 18-year-old girl. I'm standing on the shore. My uncle threw me out and he called me a whore. I read the Bible every single day, you guys. I don't know why, but I don't have the power of my eyes. I'm blind.
Poseidon, don't talk to her. It's a mistake. I can read right through it. I think that she's fake. She wants to tease us and come on shore, and then I think she might kill us and keep her for whores.
Thanks, Mother Nature, for having my back. I agree with you that this little girl is whack, so I'm gonna drown her. Watch me do it right now. Splish, splash, splish, splash. Now she's eaten by a sea cow.
I'm a sea cow. I'm a sea cow.
Me manatees.
In the water, gotta say what you are. Cause it's kinda hard to see. Cause it's dark.
We're all manatees eating this body. It's kinda sad cause the girl was a hottie. I like to start with their toes, then move all the way up to their ears.
Yo, manatees is freaks, manatees is freaks, manatees is freaks.
Yeah, don't fuck with the manatees.
Manatees is freaks, manatees is freaks, manatees is freaks. In the water.
The vegetarians.
Except when it comes to young
Devil
highs.
kids.
All right, yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Kelsey Todd.
Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Jess, I hope your back is better soon.
Thank you.
Is it ever going to be better, or is it always kind of going to be fucked up?
I think it'll always be require some type of
Thing.
remedy at some point in time. I don't think it just goes away. I don't know. Ask the doctor.
Chop yourself again. See if that heals it.
No, I freak out anytime people
You're
talk
getting
about getting electrocuted.
Do you have any maladies, Aaron, that you want to go away real soon?
No maladies. I mean, except for
John,
addiction.
do you have... John, how's your leg...
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's still, cloudy.
Cool. And nothing's really wrong with me, I don't think.
You're a perfect
You've
specimen.
conquered addiction.
I have conquered addiction.
Have you? I think you don't, right?
Well,
Much-
you're always an
Much
addict.
like
Yeah.
it's a personality trait, isn't it?
you know what's funny is it is
like a gene.
There's no gray area with me. It's like either black or white. So like that's why I think it's hard with food, because it's like I don't know. I don't want to ever sound like I'm like super like victim-y and like super like enrolled in this like idea of being like addicted to shit, but I definitely am. So it's like, but it does cross it like into all things. There's not like nothing. It's either like 100% or 0%.
Is it addiction or like obsessive compulsive?
I'm too scared to test that theory.
Okay.
So I just label it as addiction and just don't ever have drugs or alcohol. I mean, I do have drugs, but they're prescribed, which I don't know if that makes it any better. But yeah. The only thing I crave is cigarettes.
Really?
Yeah.
Never goes away.
Never goes away, dude. It's like heroin.
More than weed?
Chasing the dragon. I crave weed, but like not like cigarettes. Like when I smell a cigarette, it's the greatest smell in the world to me.
When they're not burning, then they smell like a barn.
When they are burning, they do.
They
That's
do.
true.
They smell like a barn.
Thanks, you guys.
You're welcome.
John has a baby. An architect.
Of dreams.
I do not have a baby
Me neither.
as of this podcast.
How did they build those aqueducts?